Hey, what is up guys, this is Cobb, and welcome to my Raid Shadow Legends account after 2.5 months of gameplay. In this video, we're going to be combing through an abundant number of mistakes. Oh my god, I apologize in advance what it is to be a noob. There's mistakes all over this account, but that's fine. Oh god, I can see one right here even, just looking at my kill. In this video, why did I upgrade 4-star gloves to 16, dude? What the hell is wrong with me, man? Anyways, in this video, we're going to be going through my rare champs. I feel like it's a good idea to do this every now and then, right? Just go through your champs and sort of recalibrate and figure out who maybe you want to max out on your account and in what order. Just give yourself some goals to work towards, figure out who's food, who isn't, that kind of thing. I'm just going to be focusing on the champs that I'm going to be taking to level 50 and above that are my rares, okay? So Kale, I feel like, in spite of the fact he's got some very strange gear choices that, you know, I should probably fix when there's like a free gear unequip event or something. What the hell is this goddamn Slayer set? Like, mythical, the stat rolls are awful. Oh god. Okay, I mean, it's crit damage, so like, I don't know, I'll find use for this eventually. I really gotta reroll those stats though. Anyways, man, Kale, minus the very, very odd gear, in a pretty good spot, right? Happy with them. War Maiden, she's going to be staying level 50. I'm going to blast through the first few, by the way. War Maiden, she's going to be staying level 50 just because Thalesia is doing her job, but better, right? She has the same strong decreased defense debuff, as well as a whole bunch of additional utilities. I'm happy with where War Maiden is at. Spirit Host, for some reason, has a Retaliation 2 set. What is this, dude? Okay, man. You see... This is why it's important to do this kind of thing on your account, especially if you're a new player. You learn new things so quickly. It's very easy to look back on a decision you made, like, even just a month or two ago, and just, what the hell was I thinking here, man? I've got so many things to fix in this account. Spirit Horse, she's going to be staying at level 50. I feel like she's a pretty damn strong champ. I really like her hard debuff removal and block debuffs. I feel like that's sweet. So I'm going to be heaping Spirit Host, using her as a 50. I think she's pretty good. Valerie, also staying level 50, not bad in the early game. I guess that she'll still find some use in like faction war, stuff like that. Bone Knight, blasting through these, dude. Bone Knight, gonna be sticking on just using... Oh, actually, no, we just don't need him anymore, right? Yeah, I was using Bone Knight originally in just all kinds of weird gear that apparently I started removing, and then changed my mind. Or, I don't know, man. It's a complete mess, but Bone Knight I was using in Spirit Keep just for his heal reduction. Now he's been replaced by Old Gruckus, who has a 100% heal reduction debuff. So Bone Knight not going to be taken to 60. Might even just be used as food eventually. I don't even know, man. Is it just kind of worthless outside of Spirit Keep? And it looks like it to me. Anyways, man. Petrifia. Not going to spend too long on Petrifia. She's also in some strange gear. I've experimented quite a bit with Petrifia. Took her up to level 50. Well, 49. Close enough to give her a chance. Why was I giving her a chance? Well, I was leveling her up, and then I pulled Frozen Banshee. Now I'm thinking, who the hell do I take to 60, men? Frozen Banshee or Petrifia? I've seen a lot of debate about this. I think Frozen Banshee's just better. Petrifia has not impressed me. She's not impressed me that much, man. Maybe I'm just playing in the wrong team comp. I know she's a very good champ, and I don't regret taking her to 49 in this case. I'll take her to 50, and I'm sure that I'm going to continue to use her in things like faction wars and, you know, secret rooms, that kind of thing. I'm still going to find use for the gal. But Frozen Banshee, I gotta get on that. Dude, how have I not got a 50 or 60 Frozen Banshee yet? Yeah, it's one of those mistakes I was talking about. So that's that. And finally, for the last rare that I'm not really going to be investing too much more in, it's going to be Diabolist. I'm just going to run full speed, I guess. I found use for Diabolist for quite a while. Not a bad champ at all. Pretty damn good. I know some people do take it at level 60. For me, as soon as I got High Katoon, I just started using High Katoon as my 10-meter manipulator. And now I've got myself Estrid. Also just an excellent buffer and debuffer and 10-meter manipulator. So I just feel like Diabolist has been very quickly outclassed on my account. That said, I mean, she's 5 stars, but only level 40. I'll be taking her up to 50. Faction wars, secret rooms, that kind of thing. I'm sure that I'll find use for her eventually in some settings. Okay, man. It's time to get to the juicy picks. But first, if you haven't used Code GameLoop already, gosh darn it, get it typed in, man. Code GameLoop will get you 1 free energy refill, 10 free experience brews, and 100,000 silver. Of course I can't use it again, because I've already used it. I don't know. I feel like it's worth a try sometimes, you know. Maybe Plarium will forget that I've already used the code. One day. Not really. Oh yeah, also, if you're looking to set up a new Raid Shadow Legends account anytime soon, make sure to use the promo link down below at the top of the video description box, and that'll kickstart your new account with a free epic champion and a bunch of starting resources, man. It's the best possible way to jumpstart your new Raid account. Next up, Roughstone. Don't recommend this gear on this guy. Oh my god, I upgraded a lot of white gear, man. To level 12. Oh, yo. Is it even good? Are they even speed? Okay, at least they're speed boots, man. I'm not that stupid, right? Still pretty stupid. Okay, I shouldn't try and defend myself too hard. Rough Stun. I'm going to be leveling this guy up to 50. I'm going to be plopping him in a stun set. And we're going to be dropping the A1 on repeat and controlling the stuff. Controlling the hell out of waves, really. In faction wars, secret rooms, that kind of thing. He's also got a very interesting A3 that also just grants him just a free extra 10. If you build him with 100% crit, then you have a 50% chance of gaining a free extra 10 on the A3. And it's pretty strong. Ignores enemy target defense as well by 50%. Pretty good stuff. I'd like myself some Rough Stone action. I think he's going to be a player for me in the long haul, so I'm definitely going to be holding on to him. War Priest, never going to be touching this champ again. Yeah, as you can see by the gear as well, it's at least I didn't overinvest in upgrading this crap. That's fine, I guess. I didn't waste too much time with War Priest. She's not bad, really. If you were to send her up, then her A2 is a pretty strong heal. Healing a target 20% of the max health is one thing, then also heals all allies except the target by 10% of the target's max HP on a 3-turn cooldown. I think that she's got some decent utility in her, but she's very, very low on the list for me to take to 50 at this time. That said, I won't be using her as food. We'll hold on to her, man. Who is next on the list? We're going all the way down now to the level 30 and 3-star guys. So these are guys that I've really got to put a lot of work into. So first up, Ithel. I think she's actually my best Sacred Order nuker for the time being. Maybe I'll build it towards that. This is really dependent on, yeah, I'm just going to run some just random crap for faction wars. That's really it for the time being. Do I level her up for faction wars? I think I'll give it a couple months, focus on other champions for the time being, more important champions first. And then if I don't pull any better Sacred Order nukers in that time, then fine. I'll go ahead and I'll take Ithel to 50. You know what I'm saying? That's probably my plan for Ithel. Next up, we've got Master Butcher. I actually don't need this guy anymore. I was holding on to this guy thinking to myself, okay, with his crazy passive, wherever it is, when attacked, heals all allies equal to the amount of damage taken, blah, 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 blah. This guy against Bommel is extremely good. He's like a goddamn cheat code, right? Except for the fact that, where is she? There she is. We got good old Big Booba Lady, Annabelle, dude. And she is awesome for exactly the same job against Bommel, right? So I kind of feel like, I don't know, dude. And she can do other stuff as well, you know? And I just sort of feel like, well, Master Butcher, it would have been cool. Not sure that we really need him anymore. Next up, we've got good old Abyssal Man. Ash's favorite champion, as it happens. So, an attack all allies on the A1 is sweet. He's got a heal on the A2 and some sweet, just kind of generic buffs on the A3. The weak version of increased defense and the increased attack buff on all allies for a couple turns. He's just a very, very, very versatile champ, right? I feel like this guy, slap him in a stun set. I mean, you're gonna have a good time. That's really it with Abyssal, I guess. I guess I'm just a big fan of any rare champion that has an attack all on the A1. That's really it. That's all it comes down to. You put them in a stun set and they're going to find value for you throughout the game in faction wars and secret rooms and stuff like that. So he's definitely one of those that's going to be a keeper. Take him to 50, maybe 60. We'll see what happens. Next up, we've got Executioner. I think this guy is just a god in a stun set. He has a chance to stun already on his A1, which is already, like, bodes pretty well when he also has a counterattack buff, right? So he's swinging in all the time with the A1, with counterattacks, that kind of thing. And then on the A2, it's an attack all with a decreased enemy 10 meter by 20%. Pretty good. Also a weak decreased speed buff as well, but it's really about the decreased 10 meter. In fact, no, what am I talking about? You don't put this guy in a stun set. It's not about stun set with Executioner, right? Maybe it is. Could he work in like a provoke set? I wonder. Gets the counterattack buff up, hits with the AoE, applies like provoke to a couple guys. Then they're attacking the crap out of him and he's A1ing a lot because he's counterattacking a lot. I know would provoke set work. I actually don't know what the hell items I'd put Executioner in, but I know that he's pretty damn good, mostly because of the A2 and the utility between the passive and the A1. So I'll definitely be holding on to him, take him to 50, see what's what with Executioner, man. What kind of gear would you guys put Executioner in, man? What kind of sets? He's in some very, very random items right now. My super, super weak Relentless gear. Relentless good? With Executioner, did I pick well here? If I did, it was completely random. Believe me, I'd have no idea what I'm doing with this guy. Okay, man, let's continue down. Oh god, there she is. Dude, why is she just level 13, dude? I don't know, man. This needs to be the next rare champion that I take to 60. 100%, I think. Just reading and rereading her kit, I actually can't believe how good she is, man. So the A3 is where she attacks one enemy and places a strong poison sensitivity debuff for a couple turns. You can dial this down to a 3-turn cooldown. And then the A1, you just spam it out. Attack one enemy 2 times. When ascended, each hit has a 100% chance bucked of placing a strong poison debuff. That's just insane. That's crazy how good that is, especially against Clan Boss, especially if you have her in a couple of retaliation sets, right? The retaliation's like a 2 set. Put her in a couple of those. She's counterattacking the boss like crazy because the boss spams AoE, right? Clan Boss. More often than not, it's hitting with an AoE anyway. So the amount of poison that she's getting off is just absolutely unbelievable. I think I'm just going to combo Frozen Banshee and kill for my like massive damage dealers in Clan Boss. Pair it up with like a Hitatsu, some survivability, some 10 meter and speed buffs, maybe the Haikatoon, maybe the Estrid, that kind of thing. And just go from there and see where that team gets me. I think it'll be pretty darn good of an upgrade for where my account's at, man. So I've seen some people really rant and rave, by the way, about Spymaster, saying that he's good. Where's he good, man? Attack all enemies, chance of placing block debuffs, arena, maybe like super early arena. Would that be a thing? I don't know, maybe I'm sleeping on this guy like crazy. What do you guys think of Spymaster? I'm asking you guys a lot of questions in this video, but you know, I'm really trying to figure things out on this account and make sure that I'm investing my resources in better ways than I have been over the past couple months, that's for sure. So continuing on down the list, ooh. Yeah, so Gravechill Killer, she pairs extremely well with Frozen Banshee. Damn. But I've already got a kill at 60. You know, is Gravechill Killer going to be that much of an upgrade versus a kill in Clan Boss? You know what I'm saying? For the time it's going to take to level this gal to 60 as well, and get her all max ascended and blah blah blah, and get the masteries and all that crap. I don't know, dude. I think I'm just going to pass on Gravechill Killer. I know it's a very good combo with Frozen Banshee. If I'm drastically wrong about this, and Gravechill plus Frozen Banshee is just an ungodly combo, and I must use it, then do let me know. But I think I'm going to stick with Frozen Banshee and kill, probably. Unless you guys scream otherwise in the comments. Oh yeah, heading on back up, we've actually got Margrave just here. Like, this guy's got some really crappy reviews. I think for Faction Wars and for Secret Rooms, this guy presents like an absolute god to me. Maybe I'm crazy as hell, okay? Or maybe he's just outperformed by other Sylvan Watchers rares, but I think his kit is awesome, really. So attack one, like, it's all, like, this A1, I read this, I felt like it seemed really crappy. I wasn't sold at all. Attacks one enemy, places a weak continuous heal buff for 1 turn to one ally with the lowest health. Bit crap, right? The A2, attack 3 times at random. Each hit with his 70% chance bucked of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. Very good stuff. Honestly, as far as like provokes go, for a rare champ, this seems excellent to me. Also places a 30% reflect damage buff in this champ for a couple turns as well. Also fantastic stuff. Good utility even against like mini bosses and stuff like that. Oh yeah, damage based on HP, so he's an HP based champion, so you just build this guy to just be an absolute raid boss. Then the passive dude, or not the passive, but the A3 really brings it all together. So you ascend this guy up, it's a 4-turn cooldown, places a 25% ally protection buff on all allies except this champ. Also place a 30% increased defense buff on this champ for a couple turns as well. And I don't know, dude. I just think that he's decent. I think that he's a decent little provoke tank. Not the kind of thing you'd probably want to take to 60, but take him to 50. I think that you find a good amount of value from this. I think that he's a little bit underrated insofar as his ratings go, man. Get him in like a Guardian set or something like that, you know, just a big damage mitigator. Almost like, screw it, I don't know, Guardian set. I think that'd do work. Okay, man, let's move along. We've got Mugstalker. We'll be leveling this guy for a little while, but I'm going to keep him in my back pocket just because of his spammable sleep on his A2, being like a 2-10 cooldown. Obviously, for Sand Devils, there it is. We're going to be needing this guy. Very nice economical answer to Sand Devils, and so yeah, Mugstalker, we're holding on to the guy. That's it. Next up, we have an absolute god of Faction Wars that honestly I completely slept on. Dude, we've done like our best rare champions series now. I might even need to make another episode of that, just covering Midcarver Torlog in more depth. I can't believe how good this guy is, and that more people don't talk about him for the likes of, you know, Faction Wars, Secret Rooms, that kind of thing, man. So, attack one enemy 2 times in the A1, each hit healing this champ by 2% of his max health, so it's a 4% max health heal. On the Meat Carver, pretty good for an A1. The A2 is a weak increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. All allies, by the way. And a 50% continuous heal buff on all allies for 1 turn. Pretty nice, right? Mass continuous heal. Mass increased defense. The A3, revive an ally with 30% HP, 30% turn meter. So not the best revive, but it also places a continuous heal buff on the revived ally for 1 turn. So he has 2 skills that place continuous heal buffs, right? On the A2, it places it on everybody. On the A3, it's single target, right? But it's a revive. The passive is where this really comes together, man. Whenever a 15% continuous heal buff placed by an ally from the Skinwalker's faction expires, is removed or is stolen, place a weak continuous heal buff on that ally for 1 turn. Dude, this guy's nuts. I think this guy is crazy as hell. I think this guy in a Relentless set, okay, to really minimize the cooldown of the A2 and just be spamming this out as much as possible, would be really, really good. Get him in a reflex set. Did I say relentless before? Relentless would work. Reflex set would work very, very good as well. Reflex has a 40% chance of reducing a cooldown by 110 on a random skill. Thing is, the A3 is almost never going to be used anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a revive. It's like a panic button. It's like an emergency button, right? Ideally, the A3 shouldn't really be getting used. It should all be about the A2 getting spammed out. So I think this guy is a really, really good candidate for reflex, and just use him as just the tanky backbone survivability booster for your teams, man. Meet Cavatolog. Didn't realize how good this guy was until I checked out his reviews a little bit. Thought, read through his kit, took a look at what he did. A little bit of a hidden gem on the account, man. Quite happy to have that guy waiting in the roster, man. Okay, and the last rare, as we scroll back through a whole bunch of crap. One more to cover that I need your guys' input on. Where the hell is he, man? Bulwark, boys. Is this guy worth it? I mentioned a faction wars, a clan boss team a little bit earlier. I was talking about like Frozen Banshee and Kill. And then like Hatatsu and some speed buff and 10 meter control. Then we've got one spot left in the team. Is Bulwark a good candidate for that spot? Is he worth it, man? I've seen some mixed reviews about it, man. Some people really, really like Bulwark. Some people are not so sure. His kit is really quite excellent against clan boss. For a couple reasons, right? The weaken debuff is fine. That's all well and good. He's got an HP burner on a 310 cooldown on the A2, which is obviously very, very good indeed against clan boss. Then the passive really brings it all together, right? When attacked, 30% chance of extending the duration of all debuffs on the attacker by 110. Bro. So obviously the clan boss is spamming out AoE hits all the time. It's hitting this guy all the time. Or at least very, very often, you know, 2 out of 3 times. So this will be proccing quite often. Even if it only procs like a couple of times in a clan boss run, feels like so much value on the passive, man. But it's a big old investment to take this guy from nothing to like 50 or 60. I don't know, dude. Should I do it? Is it worth it? Am I better off just, like, sticking with it? God, I don't know, man. Help me out with this one, boys. Bulwark, how do you guys value him? Is he worth the time and the effort? And alright, that's gonna be all, man. That was every rare champ that are gonna be taken up to at least 50. Some of them all the way to 60 on my account after 2.5 months. This might actually be a fun video to do, like, once a month. Because then I can talk about, like, progress that I've made and stuff like that. Could be kind of cool to do, man. I don't know. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. Hey, while you're down there, make sure to hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We post content pretty much every single day over here, just chronicling my journey, learning Raid Shadow Legends, covering like top champion lists and stuff like that as I learn what all of the champs do and where they're best used in the game and that kind of stuff. There's so much to learn, man. I'm having an awesome time doing it. Maybe you want to follow along for the journey, man. But now, thanks for watching. If you are jumpstarting a new Raid account anytime soon, make sure to do so by clicking the promo link down below at the top of the video description box to start off your new account with a free epic champ and a bunch of free starting resources. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to catch all of y'all just a tad bit later, man.